everybody. Dawn's here with her voice, but her camera is fighting us this morning. So rather than delay the video any longer, we decided I can still see her if I need to. But you guys can't because I don't know what the heck is wrong with this software this morning, but it's being a brat. So, this is not the gel plate session, Delina. This is the session where I'm going to show you how to chain or link stitch or Coptic stitch together my art journal. We're going to work on my art journal. And Dawn's working on something. What are you working on, Dawn? New one?
I made a little watercolor, like a 4x4.
Okay, cool.
To be able to
Cool.
teach the binding. I saw that too. It said gel print, but I was like, I think it's Coptic stitch.
I think I probably put the wrong thumbnail on. Yeah, guys, I slipped in this morning. It's my bad. So,
Okay, you're allowed.
I've got my pages here, and I've got a few blank. I didn't finish this. I will finish it eventually. But I wanted to show this because I'm working on two other journals right now, too. The first thing I'm going to do is create my template. And I need my template to be almost as long as this, but same width. So these are actually wider than a piece of paper, a piece of copy paper, but I'm going to take my copy paper. I'm going to fold it in half. And I am going to make a crease. I'm not getting my bone folder out for any reason today. So when you do these, you don't want to bone fold them. You just want a soft fold. So you're going to take all your pieces and fold them in half. Now, we're working with single signatures. You can have signatures inside there if you want to, but I don't. So there's that. It's the same process. So then I want my piece of paper, my template, to be the same width as one of my journal pages. Doesn't matter which one. Yes.
Someone says
there's a bad echo. Okay, I gotcha. I can fix that. Can everybody still hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know about.
I had both my my phone and my mic on. So I turned one of them off, I don't know which. So I'm going to just measure this up, make sure that it's tied up against this end. And then take my pencil and just draw the line and then cut on that line. So that I have, this is going to be my signature whole template. Okay, good. Glad we got that worked out. I forgot about that part. Well, we've been adding back and doing all kinds of stuff trying to get Dawn's video to work. And I can obviously not draw a straight line, even with a ruler. So what I have here is just a piece of paper. Fold it in half. I'm going to unfold it. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this. Can you guys see Dawn?
The Dawn screen is so small.
I can't even see her.
It says your screen is small.
Wait, what?
I can't see myself either.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm over here.
Oh, I can see why my screen is so small. Let me see if I can go big screen. Yeah, we can't see Dawn. All right, I want to fix that. I want to make sure that everybody can see me perfectly. Well, let's go back over here. And let's go
Can you guys hear me? Maybe they can't even hear me.
I think they can hear you. Maybe they can't. Solo talk. I don't know. Sometimes OBS is stupid. Let's see if I can just make this full screen. I'm going to go full screen here for you guys and let me know if you can see it. Okay, Kristen says she can hear you. Can you guys see my screen? Has it gone big now? Yeah, we can't hear Dawn. She's broken. I just want to make sure that, okay, good, I'm full screen. Okay, so because this is white, I can see it, but you guys can't. I can tell by looking in the camera. So I'm going to draw a line here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got a line down the middle. And I'm going to take my measuring stick, also known as a ruler. And I love this Tim Holtz one. And I'm going to decide how I want my holes. So let me give you an example. So this mini journal that I did, I decided I wanted a center line. Come on, focus. A center line and 3 on either side. So it doesn't matter how many you make. If you do them a 1/4 inch apart like I did here, they can become a pain in the neck to sew. So just bear that in mind. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find the middle. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but they all need to be the same. And if it is perfect, then the benefit of that is that it doesn't matter if you accidentally flip your pages other than, you know, weird orientation. So I've got my 0 right here, and this looks to be about 2 1/4 and, you know, a pinch. So I'm going to make a mark at the 0, and I'm just going to make a circle, okay? She's in the clouds. Dawn's in the clouds. She's here with us. We can't get her camera to behave. I'm going to keep my ruler in the same spot at that 0 mark. I'm just moving it over a little so I can make a big enough hole, so to speak. And I think what I want to do on these is I want to come down about 1/2 inch. And because this is a longer situation, I can make my stitches longer. And then I'm going to go 1 2 3/8 of an inch, and then 1 2 3/8 of an inch. And same from this side, I'm going to come down about 1/2 inch. I'm going to go 1 2 3/8 of an inch, 1 2 3/8 of an inch. So I'm still going to have that 3 1 3 pattern. Hi, Becky. So again, you can do as many as you want. And I can see that I completely missed the mark on that one. I can tell that they're not the same, and I want them the same. So I'm going to fix it, because I just missed when I drew, because I just woke up. And now I can't find my awl. I don't need my ruler anymore. Don't need my pencil anymore. I can't find my awl, so I'm just going to use my pokey tool. And I'm going to go ahead and poke the holes here.
All or nothing.
Yeah. And this is copy paper, so it'll be easy to poke the holes. And I still like to mark what I've decided to be the top. Both sides. Okay, I've got my template. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. Yes, 30% looking for crap we lost. You're right. Okay, so let me move this. Now I'm going to make my holes in my signatures. So I'll take my piece of paper that I made, and since these are single signatures, it's fairly easy. I'm going to lay this inside until both these sides are even-ish. Listen, don't try to be perfect. It's a homemade journal. And then I'm just going to take my pokey tool and I'm going to poke my holes. And what I like to do is pull the paper up against my pokey tool. And this one is really thick because I must have something in the middle.
As long as it's not anything, you know.
Well, whatever it is, it's about
like
to
an
die.
eye or
Yeah, well, it could be.
anything.
And so then when I flip this over, I've got my holes. And if I need to, I shouldn't need to widen them with the needle that I'm going to be using. But if you have an awl, this is a non-issue. But I think somebody borrowed my awl.
We could blame Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth borrowed it. I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to flip it over because I want this to be the top page. And then I'm just going to move right the heck along to the next one. Just get this down inside of there nice and tight. Make sure it's fairly even. Same. So, and you can use clips if you want to. I'm lazy. I hate putting them on and taking them off. But if you want to, if you put clips on here, then you're... And especially you're going to want to clip it if you have several signatures inside. Because...
that's me.
Yeah. So you might want to clip it so it stays tight against that center.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I have a
Oh,
question.
shoot.
Will this work with 2 and 2 like this?
It should, yeah. It should work with however many.
Alright.
I lost my clip. I broke my clip, so I'll just find a different one.
So my little album is 4x4.
Got you. And I like to, because you have a fancy stitch on the outside and there's a good likelihood you're going to cover that, not going to cover that stitch, it's fun to make a pattern. So I've got 7, and I don't think it matters if you have odd or even. It might, but I don't think it does because of the way we're stitching. So now we're just in the process of making holes.
Alright.
I don't like these clips. They suck. Give me a different clip.
Mine too. They left a mark on mine. Paper.
I've got a smaller one I think I'll have better luck with. And I'm clipping it so you guys can see, but typically I don't. It does help your template stay still. This is the part that Lynn was telling me that her thermal cinch makes these holes in the signature for you. I'm like, oh man, I want that.
Really? Mine doesn't make any holes. My little binder. It just melts the strip that
I gotcha.
pages, you know.
These holes I can barely see, so that's why I'm kind of extending them a little. Where's the third hole?
Yeah, I'm making mine big just to give me wiggle room when I try to bind it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous. I'm actually sweating.
You're sweat. Oh, hi Yvette. Hi Jana. Hi everybody coming in. Hi Tony. Sorry if I missed you. I'm focused here. I appreciate you coming to hang out and get this journal put together.
Yes, good morning. Oh, yes, Jana. That would be nice. She said she needs to 3D print a binding jig for you.
Yes, ma'am. I've seen
Yes.
them before. I have. And if you do, like on my tiny journals, I like to do them 1/4 inch apart. Because it's such a small journal. But I don't always, and some, depending on the stitch you're doing, you may need odd or even numbers of holes.
Morning, Yvette. Good morning to anyone I missed. I'm here in the background.
Yeah, Dawn's
trying
here.
not to talk so Tracy can teach.
Her camera's being a jerk. Or the software's being, it's not her camera. We're not going to blame her camera. We're going to say it's the software that's being a jerk. If you need to tighten that up against, if you've got a ruler like this one, you can do that. But, you know, if your pages are particularly thick or stubborn, I recommend, if you're going to do this stitch and you've never done it and you're intimidated by it, that you do single signatures so you can practice. Dawn's
Right.
ground control to Major Dawn.
Yes.
Commencing. I love David Bowie. He's so weird. Anybody weird is my friend. So anything pokey. Dawn, do you have a curved needle?
I looked all over the place last night for my curved needle, and I could not find my curved needle, and I know I have one. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can. Trust me, you're talking to the queen. I've looked all over the place.
I checked my sewing table, my sewing drawers. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, you know what? There's one more place while you're still punching holes that I could look.
Okay.
Let me see.
Listen, if you don't have a curved needle, you can still do this. It's just a larger pain, but I will show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Ow! Watch your finger when you're poking your holes. See, it's easier to see the holes in this light one.
For 1 minute.
I don't want to bleed on my journal. Okay. I think we're okay. I take aspirin every day, so... all it takes is one small prick to ruin your day.
Yeah, you got that right. No.
And this one is going to make my case for clipping because it's a thicker page. I might have to go get a Band-Aid, friends. So I have a video coming out today at 1 o'clock. Typically I'm not a big fan of more than one video a day on my channel because it gets oversaturated and I think, you know, people get sick of me, and I don't blame them. I get sick of me too. But it'll be 1 o'clock. I think I have the time for the release, and I think that's the same time that Elizabeth's going live, and we're both working with the same product, so I'll let you guys guess what it is.
Did she say 1? I thought she was a little later.
Well, she said 2. I think she said 2 or 3. Yeah, she said 2 or 3, and I don't know which one she meant, so. Okay, we're all right.
Oh, darn. Good morning, Melissa Crawford.
Morning, Melissa. Yeah, sometimes it just happens. You know, if you're on design teams and everybody wants their stuff out at the same time, you've got no choice. Now, these are blank pages, so they're super easy to do. And this is thick watercolor paper, friends. I wanted to have at least 10 pages in this so that, you know, so I'm putting blank pages in. And I'll do them later, maybe. So the reason that I like to have a full or pretty close to a full piece of paper here is it's just a lot easier to position it and hold it in position if you don't have clips.
What? I don't know what that means.
I don't know if there was a bomb or not, Jim, and I may not have heard it or seen it because sometimes I'm in and out. Like I leave the video playing, but I've gone downstairs or I'm over there making a grilled cheese sandwich or any number of things where I'm in and out of the video, but I don't actually physically shut the video off. I leave it on so that the presenter has the benefit of the watch time. Sometimes I turn them way down while I'm watching TV. Watched this series last night on Netflix. It's from Masterpiece Theater, which I hadn't seen in years. It used to be PBS. It was called Beecham House, and it's about this English guy who basically moves to India. And I mean, it's totally soap opera-ish, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, I've got all my holes. I'm going to flip these all back over. Set them aside. And I think I'll leave this here. I don't know if it's easier to focus on or not. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at the chat here real quick. So,
sorry.
I keep all of my journal making stuff in this tin, and why my all's not in here is beyond me. Let's get that out of there. That's the one I'm working on. And then I've got this little doodad that I made. It's just a needle book. And I've got my curved needle in here, so I'm going to grab my curved needle. And I will go ahead and grab a straight needle as well so I can show you how to sew it if you don't have a curved needle. It's just a large pain.
Carpet needle. It's kind of bent, so it'll help get in the
behind
the...
Not really, Kristen. This one I've pre-assembled. And I'm working on the pages as I go. So you can see there's a little split between them. And sometimes I get paint or ink in there, and I'm okay with that because this is a messy journal. So if you're trying to make a clean journal, then you might want to do your pages first and then sew it together. But a lot of times, I'll avoid that whole thing because I don't know, I'm weird. Okay, we already talked about that. So I recommend using a thread that is waxed already. If not, you probably want to wax your thread. And I have 10 signatures here, so I want a little bit longer because I'm, paranoid. A little bit longer, and then I'm going to do that 9 more times.
Wait for the video to catch up so I can see how long you're counting.
3, 4. I went the wrong length anyway. I don't know what I'm thinking. I want to go this length. I'm going to go a little extra on each side, and then I'm going to go 10 times that length. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then I'll cut off a little extra at the end. Now the tricky part of this is going to be, this is very long, and that's why waxed thread is your friend. Okay, I want to get everything out of the way that can easily get caught on, and I can fix that later.
Wait.
Did I take out my needles? Yeah, okay. I'm going to start this out with my curved needle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this thread kind of back behind me so that it can hang on the floor and it doesn't knot up. And I'm going to thread my curved needle. And because this is wax thread, it stays. It's very good that way. Okay, let me know when your needle is threaded.
Yep, I'm threaded.
Okay, so I'm going to start from the bottom hole. I'm going to go down through the top.
Oh God, the delay, I might not be able to follow you.
You can't see me on the Ninja?
No.
Oh, snap.
I know. That's all right. I'll wait the 20 seconds and then start to poke.
Go down through the top and leave a tail.
Or is this the first signature?
This is the first signature, so it's the first two are different than all the rest.
Okay. So what if I have a cover?
Is your cover folded in half?
It's like a separate cover.
Cover goes on after. So Gloria, typically a signature will have 5 to 7 or none. I mean, these are single signatures. So they're not really signatures, they're pages, but just because we're calling it that. Let me know when you're down and you've got your tail hanging over.
All right, so I'm going in.
And from the outside, from the mountain fold.
Okay. On the bottom hole. Gotcha. Okay.
Then you're going to come up to the very top hole and come back out. And because my thread is so long, now you can tie knots and do, you know, less thread if you want to. I don't like doing that. I'm kind of like it pretty consistent. I'm just going to keep pulling it through until it's tight. So in the middle you have one long stitch.
Okay.
So skip all other holes, go from the bottom hole to the very top hole.
Okay.
Okay, then grab your next signature. Lay it on top of the first one. And you're going to go back into that top hole. So the second top hole. You're going to go into the next signature in the top hole. And pull your thread through. The hardest part about this is the beginning, because then you'll get a rhythm going. So let me know when you've gotten through that top hole on the second signature. Yeah, down through the top hole, so into the mountain, down into the valley.
Yeah. Check.
Okay, now go to your next hole and come out.
All right.
So all your long string, oops, move out of my way. All your long string is on the inside of the journal. The outside is just going to have short string. You can do some tightening at that point. How do you misplace a whole box, Yvette? You're a crafter. That's how. I know. I know your pain so much. Okay, so then you're going to go back down into the mountain on the first signature and then open it up and make sure you're coming up through the left-hand side of your long string that's in there.
Oh, perfect. Came right through on the left side.
Perfect.
Beginner's luck.
And just pull everything tight. Not too tight, depending on your signatures and the type of paper and everything you're using. I'm using some pretty thick watercolor. Then you're going to come right back out. You're going to go over that first thread that's through there, and you're going to like make a loop, and you're going to come back out. So you're basically making a loop around that first hole, or that first string.
Oh. So going out the same hole I came in.
Yep, go out the same hole you came in, just on the other side of the string.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's going to look like that. Okay. And this is the only time you're going to have this stitch. You're going to go right back through the same hole on the second signature. So you basically got 2 stitches in that signature.
Oh, so I'm going to go back through the first signature again?
Nope, you're going to go down. Once you're up, you're going to come back down into the second signature. So this is the only one where you're going to have two strings in it like that. Like I said, the first 2 signatures are the hardest. The rest is pie. Let me know when you're comfortable and caught up.
I think I'm stuck.
Let me see if I can see you. Bear with me, folks, while I switch. I wish I could see you bigger.
So I think I came out that bottom one.
Yeah.
Around the loop. And now I'm going to come, you said go back in?
Yeah. Go back into the second signature.
Oh. In the same hole again?
Yeah, in the same hole. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay? Cool.
I think so. I think my thread popped through, like my little loop.
Oh.
I pulled too tight.
Okay. That makes my case for this thick thread.
Yeah.
Okay, once you're down through that hole, you're going to come up through the next hole.
Jeez.
So now you're in your third, however many you have, you're in your next hole. And then I'm going to come back down through the first signature. I'm going to do that same loop because I have this many. If you only had 3, then it's not a big deal. So you can do this with just 3 holes if you want to practice.
I have 4 holes. I hope that's...
It should still work however many holes you have because you're just going in and out and in and out. Shut up.
Well, I came out my first signature on the bottom. See this? So
No, let me go over to you.
This is where I came out.
You mean the stitch came out?
No. When I went back down into that second one, I came back out. This, should I be in my third? In this third?
I can't see you. Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it.
Let me give you a chance to catch up with the video so you can see mine. And I'm doing that same loop function on each one of these stitches, only on the very second signature, so just the very first part of this.
Okay.
So let me know when you're caught up. You should see mine standing up.
Okay.
And I'm not touching it. Yeah, curved needles are great if you get used to them.
Yeah, I wish I could find mine. Okay, so you went around and around. So you had 3 holes, so I think you have an extra one. So I'm trying to figure out where I should go after my.
Okay, so I've done my extra one here. I've come back out through the first signature. I've crossed and made my loop on the inside, and so my string should still be in my first signature. I'm going to come back down into that same hole that I came up through on my second signature.
Okay. On the left side.
Uh-oh, don't get caught up on those things. And this is coming loose on me. I think I'm going to make my tail a little bit longer.
I think I'm where you're at. I think I just have one less hole, like at the top. So that's what threw me off.
Okay, gotcha.
Diane. She's got a concentration span of a gnat.
I know. And then you're just going to repeat that step all the way down. Tighten as you go. And I want to be able to come up through here. Don't get it too tight though, because especially if you're going to be working in that journal and it might get fatter, because you might be adding lots of stuff to it. You want to leave a little bit of slack so that you've got wiggle room in there. And we're just repeating the same step over and over until we get to the other end. So I've come up. I'm going to go around that one, make a loop around that one, come back up through the first signature. Tighten a little bit, come back down through the second signature. I promise it's easy after you finish this first 2. This right here is my tail. I've got it caught up here somewhere. Let's get it out of there. There we go. Oops, I'm pulling the wrong way. Pulling the wrong way, T. Pay attention which string you're dragging. I'm trying not to get that tail caught up in there because I need it. Okay, so this is signature 1, this is signature 2. Coming back down. Through signature 2, through the valley of signature 2. Down the mountain of signature 1.
Look at you go. You go, girl. Oh, I feel like I have 2 connected. That's a good sign.
Pull it tight. I'm going to pull this back tight. Loop around. Come back through the valley of signature 1.
Bye, Diane.
Well, bye, Diane. I have to say that I am a person who, in my past life, enjoyed embroidery and making stitches. And I do like to sew, and I do sew. I haven't in a long time. I haven't made a garment in 100 years. But I used to make all my clothes because I'm so tall. And, you know, back in the days when I was growing up, high water pants were a no. You were a dork if you had high water pants, meaning too short. Now they're in style, but, you know, I still am stuck in the 70s. I feel extra tall if my pants are too short, and I hate that.
Yeah. I still like my ankles covered. So I like long pants, too.
Oh, I better get myself on camera here, friend. Sorry about that. That doesn't help you at all. So, back in the 80s, there was a company called Ditto, and they made these jeans with like a saddle butt. And, oops, I came up through the wrong side there. So if you come up through the wrong side, no big deal. Just bring your needle through and get it on the correct side. But they were never long enough for me. So I took a pair apart that fit me perfectly but were too short and made myself a pattern. Come back through that signature. So I have a loop here. I'm getting caught up on something. Okay, that's the only part about the long string. So, you know, you have to decide if that's something you want to deal with or not.
Yeah, that's for sure. It is long.
If you're using just regular embroidery thread or something, you're going to have knots. And so you just have to go really slow and, you know, adjust as you go, which nobody wants to do. Okay, where am I here? Okay. Let's make sure that's tight. Make sure that's tight. Tighten this up a bit. I tend to get loose on the ends. Okay, coming back down through. I'm almost to the last stitch.
Nice. Someone dared to call me.
Oh, how rude. And then I'm going to come back through the last stitch. Don't get caught up in. I'm coming back through the very last stitch.
If you don't have wax thread, it's easy to make it if you have a bar of beeswax or candle wax or something like that. Run your thread around it.
Gloria has to get capri pants so the pants will fit the length without hemming them. Oh. So when you get to the end, you should have a piece of thread sticking out on either signature. Your thread that's on your needle and your tail.
Oh, yes. That's what I got.
Okay, so you're going to make a square knot. So to do a square knot, if you've ever macrameed, you know, you're going to take the tail thread. Let me make sure I'm in camera. You're going to wrap it under the threaded thread and the round and through, like so. Pull it tight. Now, you're going to take that same one. You're going to go from left to right, pull it under and through. So you're making a P and a Q. And then pull that tight. Hi, Christy. Yeah, so sometimes it's just necessary to make your own clothes. So then you should have a square knot and you should have your threaded string. And I'm going to tuck my tail just kind of down into here out of my way. And you can see that this isn't completely smooshed together. So whether you're going to lay this whole thing down inside of a, look what I did. So this is ending up being the top, that's okay. You know, down inside of a book, or if you're going to leave it open, that's what you got.
Morning, guys.
Okay, where is my needle? Here it is. Okay. I'm going to pull my tail just a little bit longer here. Turn off my heater because now I'm sweating too. Hi, guys. Let me know when you've got your square knot done and you're tucked in.
Yeah, my knot is done. I'm not tucked in, but...
Okay, well, you don't have to tuck in. It's just easier. So we're going to grab the next signature. We're going to make sure that it's right side up. And then we're going to, now I've got a tag in there. Let me get that tag out, otherwise it's going to hassle me. I'm going to go down through the mountain on the top, on the bottom hole.
Yeah, I'm tucked.
Okay, perfect. So I'm taking my string on my third signature. I went down through the mountain. Okay. And I really want to loop that around. So I am going to, I don't have anything to loop it on in here, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And that's the, then I'm going to come up through the valley on the third signature. Come here, you. Can't see it on this side. Here it is.
Down in the valley. Okay.
And pull your thread through. And here comes the part where the curved needle comes in handy. And pull that nice and tight. And I'm going to go between the second and the first signature under the stitch, up and through that stitch, trying not to get the next stitch. And like I said, this is where the curved needle comes in handy. In and out and in and out, and she's playing all night.
Okay.
And then back down through that same hole in your third signature, and you've made your first loop stitch.
Yes. And it's recognizable.
Then go through the next hole in the third signature where you just came out, but not, the next hole. And repeat. So pull it through, pull everything tight. Go up. Let me see if I can get close enough where everybody can see. Up and under like so. Like I said, those first two signatures are a booger, but once you get through those, the rest is cake. And then back down through the same hole. So you've created a loop there. So you just have to be patient enough to get through those. So
Right.
See how we're forming those chain stitches?
If I had like a 4 hands.
I know, it would be handy. And especially, it was really tough working on that tiny journal with 1/4-inch signature holes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of me right now. But look, I
Hang
have
on.
stitches.
Do you have chains? Let me go back over here to you so I can see. Pull down a little. Ah, yay! Ah.
I'm such a good teacher, even blindfolded. See?
Well, because once you see that chain forming, you're happy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch needles so I can show you the best way to do this if you don't have a curved needle, especially on tight stitches. And you definitely are going to need more hands for that. So I'm going to thread my straight needle here. I recommend investing in curved needles because they're also great for mending. So now I've got my straight. I need to, see, you got to watch that.
Straighten mine out when I find it.
See what I've done here is I have had it looped around my book, so I need to fix that. I need to pull that through. That's one thing you need to watch for is accidental looping. Because you can't see what the heck you're doing. Okay. So I'll be on this signature. Where am I? I'll be coming up through the next hole. If I can find it. See, I can barely see these holes. I'm going to turn this back the other way so I'm in the right direction. Make sure I'm not looping around anything. Okay, so with my straight needle, that's impossible. Well, it's not impossible to get through because I left mine nice and loose. But say you can't get it through, you're just going to come back. You're going to come between the first and second signature, open them out, grab your needle, pull it through, then come back up through that same space, and that'll get you the same result without a curved needle. Accidental looping. Yes! You can't do that to me. I have a sore neck. I slept wrong on my neck last night. I've been sick. I don't hear you anymore, Dawn. Are you still with me?
Oh.
Yeah.
I hit the button. Sorry. I am. It's probably a good thing. I was trying to say looping, yes.
Oh, Lord. And then we're going to do something different at the end. And that'll be the same every time as well. So when you get to your last stitch, you're still going to loop around. But this time you're going to come through. You're going to make a loop here. You're going to leave a loop here, and you're going to come through like so. Creating your little loop knot there. Then you're ready to grab your next signature. Because she's playing all night.
I don't know what I did, but I ended up on the inside, so I'm going to fake it.
Do. I mean, you know what? We don't need no stinking rules. So I'm grabbing my next signature, and I'm going to come down through.
Yeah, that's what's weird is I ended up on the inside after my last signature, and I don't know how. unless I just pulled something again too tight. And it, slipped through the hole.
So now on your next signature, you're going back the other way. So when you loop your string through, you're going to go the other way. So you can flip your signature around if you want to. So here's where it becomes a little bit of a pain because these are starting to get tight. I'm going to go through there, make sure I'm through, not any holes, just through the string. And I'm going to pull. There's where it's a giant pain if you don't have a curved needle. Or if you have your signature holes close together. Yeah, Dawn's only on audio. We couldn't get her video working today. But I made her stay on audio.
She did.
I'm coming down through. Do not see, this is why I say don't have a bunch of stuff on your desk that this can grab onto, because it will. Just want to make sure you see where I'm going here. And so now, see all my whole stinking books in my stinking way. So I can open this out. I can push it down. Open this out between the two signatures. Pull the needle through. Well, pretend to pull the needle through.
Yeah, it's looking good though.
And then push it back up around the other side of that hole, around the other side of that loop. Oops, I put it through the wrong hole. Dang it, Bobby. That's what she said. Let me undo that. I got excited and went the wrong way.
Oh, one way in.
So I'm just looping this around like so. So I already have it all completely looped. Come back down through. Do.
I'm kind of glad nobody can see me. I feel like I have octopus arms.
It does. I mean, yeah. This isn't, I never said this was easy. I just said it's cool. You could bead in between if you were really patient.
Do what?
Throw a bead on in between your stitches if you were really, really patient.
I'm going to make a dozen of these first before I consider beads.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I made the tiny journal for practice.
I think that's it on me. I'm on a tiny journal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just 4x4 and trying to... But I think I got it now that you get a routine. I'm just going to stress when I get to my covers.
So I'll show you how I put my cover on that other journal that I did. Where is my end? I want to go back to my curved needle.
Go ahead.
Oh, the first tiny journal I did not use a curved needle because I couldn't find it. I finally found them. They were in that same box. I just was blind and couldn't see them. So cover. All I did for my cover was I took the first, I made just an outside cover. So I measured this 3x3. I curved the edges a little bit. And then I glued it I glued the very first page down to it on the inside. And I did the same with the back. So it's easier to see on the back because I haven't decorated that.
Yeah.
So and these are, it's chipboard.
I love this.
You like doing this stitching? Yeah, I mean, once you get it going, it's fabulous. And it's easy. It's just those first two signatures, especially trying to learn them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm proud. I love the look of this. I'm like so excited.
Yeah, I do too. And especially, I like an open back journal. I mean, I don't mind a hardcover journal either. And doing your regular, not saddle stitch, 3-hole pamphlet stitch is fine for something like that. So this is the one that I'm working on. And I made a complete cover for that. And I covered the back. And this looks too big, but trust me, by the time I get this filled up, it's going to be a gator mouth. All right, where's my needle? Okay, where am I? Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, we're going to come back up. See, there's that tail again, and it's going to cause me problems. So I'm just going to tuck it back down in here. If it'll stay tucked is the question.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna look fantastic.
It reminds me of, like, I have this old journal that's designed to look even older than it is. Oh, it's really, really old. And it's sewn together like this, and it's, then it's got a bamboo, they sewed on a bamboo, log, whatever, twig, branch, whatever. Words are hard.
Oh, yeah?
So it's really cool looking.
Oh. Is it like I want to try a piano hinge. Okay,
I don't know what that is.
It was really cool looking. When I was looking at binding, there's little loops that come off the back where you fold your pages, the back of your pages where your binding is.
Uh-huh.
And you can use little bamboo, little skewers, just about skewers or straws or whatever you want to hook those loops, and you go back and forth so it connects.
Oh, cool.
All the pages.
I have to look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It'd be fun to try.
Okay, I'm on the last stitch here, so again, I'm going to come up through. I'm going to leave a loop here, go through the loop. And pull tight. Okay, so
my string's getting a little shorter.
Yeah, it's helpful when that happens. Let's get you out of my way. Okay, now I'm going back down the other way. So my main thing is to make sure that everything's the right orientation. And back down through, same old, same old. I have loose paper on the other side. So yeah, I definitely recommend practicing this. And I'm going to do a loop here too. And no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't do that.
And she's not.
Do not do that. Uh-oh. I got myself tied up in knots here. Listen, friends, I'm no professional, and there's probably 18 other ways to do this, so please don't come after me.
Yes, over a binding.
Uh-huh. You do
Not
you,
a binding
boo.
contract. Yes. It's a suggested binding.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to come back up the other one. There we go. And then I'm going back down the other way. And that's all. That's all there is to it. And then you tie a knot at the end. A couple of knots.
I think it's awesome because I got through it. I only watched like a couple videos, but I didn't really like try to remember because I just tried to give myself memory of, you know, general process because I knew you were going to show it.
Yeah. Come on. So I don't know if Mr. Hurley is going live today or if he's having a premiere. These are things I do not know.
Oh. What time is that again?
He usually goes 12 Eastern.
Oh, yeah. Just don't do this with the cat sitting on your lap. Right, Jim?
Yeah, no, that would be tricky.
It says it's for a premiere.
Oh, thanks for checking.
Yep, premieres at noontime.
Okay.
It's out of this world. Supplies.
Oh, crap. Crap on a shingle. I'm caught around my chair arm. There we go. Where am I? Okay.
Sweet. I thought he already released out of this world stuff. Or was that just sneak peek?
Spellbinders.
Oh, Spellbinders. That's right. Okay. You'd think Spellbinders would release it on the same day.
Yeah, well, there's something else, so stay tuned.
Okay. Well, I see Paige. I'm looking on his channel.
Okay. Do some detective work.
Yep. I'll get back to chat. Okay. Wow, this is looking so good. I mean, it's a little wonky, but you know.
Yeah, it's still, I love how cool these are.
On my last signature.
Girl, I have a few more to go, but I'm not going to finish them all on camera. I just kind of wanted to show how to do it. I want to finish this stinking journal. At least finish putting it together. I may not do the artistic finish on it. Who knows? You guys know how our crafter ADHD is. And especially, I just do this stuff in my free time. I have a lot of design team work, and so when I do get free time, I get a little crazy. I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And so I try to do it all until I'm out of free time again until the next month.
I know. Did you see Betty Penny wrote in the chat last night? She's like, well, you're on like 500 design teams now.
I know, it's crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. But, I mean, I don't mind. Mostly, I do get free stuff. And it does help build my channel. And I like the camaraderie with my teammates. But I don't think that I'll go so crazy next year. I think I'll just chill out a little bit. Then I'll probably get bored and say, I need to do, you know. I'm retired, friends. It's not like I have a job or anything.
I was going to say, as long as you're okay and feeling okay, hey, that's all that matters. It's your work.
Yeah.
It's your time.
Kind of my job.
It's your time. Yep. I hear most retirees usually find work like that anyway. They can't stand the free time.
Well, I mean, I would sleep it away, but that would be bad.
No, I say everybody's different. Everybody handles, you know, the load's different.
Okay, friends, so hopefully everybody kind of got the idea of how this works and how not to be scared of it. Now, it's a little loosey-goosey down here at the beginning, but I can still, it's partly looks that way because I have this loose tail. There's your Coptic stitch. And you just keep on going. When you get to the end, you saw the loop stitch I did here. You do that twice. And tie it off and you're done.
Right. I wish... Look at this. Can you see mine? I still have 2 stitches left, but...
Let me look. Hang on. Yes!
I still have to go around this one.
Uh-huh.
You know.
You're going to find your curved needle, huh? Goes a lot faster with a curved needle, friends.
Yep. Yes, I am. I have no idea where the heck that went, but I am going to be on a mission today.
If not, you know, the surest way to find it is to order another one on Amazon.
Yeah.
So, friends, thanks for coming to hang out. Hopefully you learned something, or at least were entertained. So sorry we couldn't make Dawn's camera work today. Trust me, we tried, and I'm grumpy this morning. I slept in. I stayed up late, so there's that too. And I'm on my first cup of coffee still, so I'm off to have more coffee, some breakfast, and then sit down to watch Simon. Dawn. Yes. Thank you so much for hanging out. Even though we can only hear you, you're still here, and we love you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks everybody. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And you know what? I'm always welcome comments. Sometimes my answers are short because there's, you know, I'm on my phone and I can't type on my phone. I don't want to embarrass myself by misspelling things. Because I know how to spell. Take care, everyone. Hey, hopefully I'll see you on Craft Roulette tonight.
Yeah.
Bye.